Alright, so starting off, I got my team that I just made, and I'm looking at this guy's team. I don't really see anything out of the ordinary, so I'm just going to lead off with my Reggie Rock. And I see the Hariyama. I'm like, okay, what's going to happen? I go for the rocks, but I see Belly Drum and Citrus Berry. Now that is very scary. I don't really know what to do at all. He goes for the knockoff and straight takes me out. Oh my gosh, that is crazy. I just decided to paralyze him because I didn't want to switch. I go for the fake out. And I thought I could live a bullet punch, but no, he straight OHKOs me because guts and freaking ×4 attack, or ×6 attack. That's ridiculous. Or maybe it is ×4 attack, +6 I mean. And the bullet punch does over half to Masharna. But luckily he gets paralyzed so that I still have a chance in this. It was 4-6, but now it's 4-5. I have my Masharna in here. I predicted him not to go for the taunt, and I would just go for the baton pass, but I get paralyzed, which sucks. Now I'm predicting him to go for a dark move, so I go into Liepard. And I was actually considering forfeiting at some point around this area because, well, actually it was after my Persian. As you'll see, I go for the fake out. Now it's 4v4, which is pretty nice. And I'm in with Vile. He brings in Vileplume, and I go for the U-turn, get paralyzed, and it was on this turn after I brought him on Masharna, and I go down so low to about 30%, and I have 3 paralyzed Pokemon. I go into my last thing that's not statused, and what do you know, it gets status. So right now I'm in a very bad position. I go for the Shadow Ball because I'm Specs, and I knew it would do a lot. I get the drop, so had I directly gone into Zap instead of going into Masharna, probably would have turned out better, but hey. I go into my Persian just to go for the fake out, and then I'm like, okay, Feint will kill, so this is good. And Feint does end up killing it. I actually needed max damage for that, but he brings in his Uxie, and I'm going to directly switch into Masharna. He goes for the Energy Ball, and I just prayed so hard that he didn't have Signal Beam or Shadow Ball or whatever. But I'm able to get off the Moonlight, and now I'm going to be able to get off the Heal Bell after he gets a crit, which is very, very nice. So now my 3 Mons are not paralyzed like they were. I'm going to go for the Moonlight. I could have baton passed there, probably would have ended up better, but hey, I still was able to live this Earth Power and baton pass out into my Persian. So I'm going to go for the fake out and be 33%, and so now I know that a double edge will be able to kill. The crit did not matter. Actually, I could have gotten min damage, but that was like probably like 5% chance. And he brings in Quagsire. I know I can't do anything to this, so I U-turn out and fodder my Masharna at this point in the match because I wasn't going to be able to do that much versus Quagsire or Uxie. I mean, it could have done more versus Quagsire, but I wasn't at a high amount of health. Now here is where it gets very interesting. I go for the double edge. He just starts recovering, so he could have taken me out any one of these turns. I think he played this very much wrong, but I understand why he was thinking of doing this. So I really wanted to go into my Persian, my Liepard to encore him into this, but I decided to do it on the last turn when I would die, knowing that he's probably going to stick to recover, and I can encore him into that. He's going to run out of recovers, I can knock off, and it's all just good and dandy. He goes into Uxie on my knockoff, and I get a crit and take him out. It didn't really matter because I would have 2-hit KO'd him, so yeah. And I'm going to be able to knock off as he's going to take me out because I would encore him into anything. And now I will be able to bring in my Persian and go for the fake out and then finish it off with a double edge and win that. So that was a match where I was so close to forfeiting, but I brought it back and won. That was absolutely ridiculous. I hope you enjoyed that. Yeah, so never give up, just keep trying and you might win. Goodbye.